Welcome back, it's Knack bringing you some live tournament action from the Tournament of Blades. We do have Pdawg and the Kid going into their second match, their second game of their best of three. We are going to see the Kid spawning as the blue Zerg in the bottom right, and Pdawg spawning as the red Terran on the bottom left. So short positions, relatively short positions by air. We'll see if they're going to utilize that in this game at all. But let's talk a little bit about the last game. Now, the Kid is a gold player, and Pdawg is a platinum level player, and the Kid taking a very, very good win off of his opponent last game. So the underdog coming out for us and doing some good work. Put himself up one in a best of three. So he's definitely going to want to hold on to that. And the pressure right now, though, is on Pdawg. If he does not win this match, that is it for him in this tournament. So we're definitely going to have a really fun matchup here. I would be interested to see if this is going to go into 3 games, which it very well may. And quite honestly, I don't know what happened to Pdawg in that last game. I'm not sure what it was really that got him completely out of the game, but I know that he was behind in that harvester count for quite a while, which is not a good situation to be in when you're going up against a Zerg player. I mean, you really got to stay up with them on the economy. You can stay a little bit behind, but you can't let them get on too many bases and have, say a 12 harvester count difference, and he even had a little bit more than that, I think, at a couple points. So it became kind of tough for him, I think, to get back into his game economically. And then his army just got way out of position in the center of the map. He started to push out when it just wasn't a great time for him, and the Kid had a lot of Broodlords on the field. So really good play by the Kid. We'll hope to see some more fantastic play just like it in this matchup. We do have this fast expand going down for the Kid right now. And we do have a wall in, almost completed, from Pdawg right here at his ramp, the small ramp. So he is not going to be going straight for a fast expand here, which is just fine. But we do have plenty of scouting information from the Kid. It looks as though this Overlord may go down. We'll see if Pdawg is able to take that Overlord down. And it looks like it might. We'll see if it's able to scoot out of the way from that Marine. It's gonna be close. Oh, he just barely got out of the way with 18 health left. So very, very good job. Lucky for the Kid there, I'd say. His expansion is now completed, and he does have his spawning pool completed. It looks like he's going straight for 1 ghast. I would assume he's going to try and get that metabolic boost right away, which is great to help him keep map control and makes those Zerglings that much more effective, especially if his opponent chooses to put on some early pressure. So we do have 1 ghast for Pdawg as well, and a tech lab going down, and he's going straight for concussive shells. We'll see if he's going to be able to utilize that. I assume that he's going to try and use that for maybe some early aggression against some queens, and those can be fairly effective that way. I don't think he's planning for... Actually, you know what? He may not be planning for some early aggression, because look at this. He does have a command center going down, so he's looking to take this expansion here fairly quickly. We do have another barracks going down right now, and he's still staying on 1 ghast. And we've almost got enough gas here for our Zerg player. Look at this Reaper being a little pest. Did get 2 kills, so really good job there by Pdawg. Finally going down, almost got the 3rd kill. He probably should have just stayed there and finished the kill instead of trying to get out of the way. But not too bad. He did get 2 kills, trying to put his opponent at a slight disadvantage there economically, and it's not working, however, because the Kid is at 22 drones right now and Pdawg at 19 SCVs. But he will have his expansion up and running here fairly shortly, so he's not going to be in too bad of a position. He's not really behind yet at this point, I would say. So fairly even matchup. Let's take a look at the units lost. So pretty even exchange, really, when it comes down to it. About the same amount of resources for each. And this Reaper keeping some map control is going to get those 2 kills. So, he's got 3 kills, which is not bad. this Overlord that got down to 18 health is almost back up to 70. Going to be able to do some decent scouting here fairly soon. Can poke back into his opponent's base here at any moment. We do have a second gas now for our Terran player, Pdawg. He has got his factory on the way, and he is flying out his orbital command right now. Went ahead and upgraded that to orbital command before he flies it out, which is not a bad choice. Excuse me. And I assume that he's going to... Oh, look, is that misplaced a little bit? It looks like that's off just a little bit. I think it is out just a little bit too far. I think you can put it in one more unit, one more block. I think it could go right there. So, I don't know. You guys tell me what you think there in the chat. It does appear to be off just a little bit, so he's going to be doing a little extra mining or walking between the minerals and his orbital command. I do believe he is tossing down some bunkers for some defense, and he's got quite a few Marines here at this point. He does have his engineering bay on the way and a starport. Looks like he's probably going to be using this factory to create the reactor for his starport. And I assume that he's going to be going straight for some medevacs. We'll see if that is the case. Let's take a look at our production tab. We do have stim going down right now. A couple more Marines popping out. And that is about it. We do have Carapace level 1, melee attack level 1, plenty of Zerglings coming out on the field. He is still droning up. Let's take a look at the unit count. 35 drones to 27 SCVs, so not bad for either player. The kid is definitely ahead, but not by too terribly much, and we have to remember that he is a Zerg. Of course, he is now taking his third base, and it just completed up here in the top right. So the kid looking to expand again. It worked very well for him in his last game. He played fairly defensively early on and just continued expanding, really worked on his economy, and he had a really good tech pattern actually. He tech to a couple things. Where's his other? There it is. He's got 2 evolution chambers and they're not next to each other. Usually you see those very close. But that way you don't have to hotkey them. You just know where they are. You can double click them and grab both of them at the same time. And it doesn't appear that he's got them hotkeyed. The only thing he looks to have hotkeyed is 20 Zerglings. So, but look at this. We do have Pdawg moving out across the map as soon as these medevacs popped out. Looks like he may want to try and do a little damage here. We'll see if that's going to work out for him. We do have some Banelings on the way right now. That's quite a few Banelings. He's got 12 Banelings right now on the field. Let's see. Continuing to use his energy from his queen for the inject larva. And Pdawg looks like he's poised here to try and do some sort of harassment, but he's going to have to be very careful of these Banelings. The time will tell how good his micro is, I believe, because these Banelings are going to be very difficult to deal with. He does not have siege mode. That's just now completing, but oh my goodness, he's a little bit out of position here, and this whole army is about to get obliterated. Oh my goodness. Let's take a look at units lost. Look at that. He is down 900 minerals to his opponent right now. Oh, so really getting out of position there. He looked like he was trying to siege his tank up right here because siege had just finished, but he got out of position there, and those Banelings right there on the ramp just came down and obliterated his army. Look at this. He's moving out right now with these Zerglings just to see what kind of damage he can do. These guys definitely going to be going down. And so, yeah, it looks like Pdawg, or sorry, the kid, deciding to toss away 300 minerals worth of Zerglings there. Not a great choice, I'd say, but he definitely did get some information, I think, from his opponent. That way, he does know how well this ramp is now guarded. He does see the tanks, and that this expansion is up and running fairly safely. He's continuing to spawn larvae at all 3 of his locations. It appears. Look at that. He is getting a lair here. Let's see if he's going for a hive yet up here. Oh, no, he's not even got a lair here yet at his main. So his lair is going to be here at the expansion, which is not the worst idea in the world, I guess. And he does have his infestation pit down already, and a Nidus network. Ooh, so we may see some Nidus play. That's always fun to see. And these poor old medevacs just barely getting out of the way after all of their Marines got taken out in that single tank. It was a brutal attack, that last one, for Pdawg. So we're going to see if he can play catch up again in this match. And this is what happened to him last time. You know, his Zerg opponent played defensively, set back, and just kind of made it happen. And Pdawg, you know, had a lot of trouble not being able to roll over his opponent. And I think in a lot of ways he may have been expecting Kid to play like a gold level player. And I'd say that you know, Kid is making some very, very good plays here. I wouldn't necessarily say that he's definitely a platinum level player or anything like that, but he's definitely not you know, a weak player. Able to do quite a bit. Let's see where that Nidus network is. Let's take a look at the production tab and see how it's completed now. So where did he start it? There it is. Let's see if he's going to drop it down anytime soon. We do have some infestors. We do have quite a bit of upgrades. We got Terran vehicles, Terran infantry, weapons level 2, the armor level 1, vehicles level 1. We got neural parasite on the way for our Zerg. We've got carapace level 2, adrenal glands. Yeah, so I mean, oh, and look at this, an ultralisk cavern. Look at this, he's moving out again. Pdawg being, I think, a little bit too aggressive, and his army's probably going to get caught out of position here again. Those tanks taking a long time to siege up. Oh my goodness, barely getting sieged up in time. Now we're going to be able to do quite a bit of damage, except he's barely scouting that. Oh, very good job with the scan there, able to keep that going the way he wants, but took some serious losses. Like, take a look at units lost here pretty quick. It's fairly even now, so Pdawg doing quite a bit. Oh, and look at that, now it's a 600 mineral difference, so he just lost that army. He was able to pick up a Marauder and 2 Marines to scoot them out of there. Boy. And Pdawg sure having you know, some serious trouble getting himself in position to mount an effective attack against the Kid. Kid has been very patient, sitting back and just making these, you know, making this stuff happen. And look at these Zerglings deciding to sit underneath these medevacs, saying, "Hey, you guys can drop anything you want down here, anything you want." But look at this, and Kid taking his 4th base. He is going to be on 4 bases here very shortly. And Pdawg does not have another orbital command or command center, anything in the works as of yet. Now let's take a look at the income tab and see how it's looking. He's not too terribly far behind his opponent. Let's take a look at the units tab. You can see he's just a little bit behind in the SCV count. Of course, those mules will make up the difference for him for now, but we have to remember, I mean, he's still on 2 base, and once these are mined out, that's it. And see, this main is almost completely mined out here. He's got, it looks like, just about 1,000 minerals, maybe just a little over 1,000 minerals left in his main. He's going to need to expand here very soon and make something happen with his economy. Otherwise, he's going to be at a severe economic disadvantage. And then his Zerg opponent, Kid, will take another win that way. That is exactly what happened, I think, last game, now that I think about it. So, very, very good play here. We have not seen a Nidus network as of yet. Look at this pesky little Zergling getting in the way. And Pdawg going to have to figure out how to get rid of that. He's probably going to end up having to use a scan, which can be very annoying when you need all of that energy for... Oh, look at these Zerglings getting a little bit ahead of those Ultralisks. Is it going to work? It looks like it is. Oh my goodness, this attack looks like it's going to be very effective. We do have lots and lots of SCVs being pulled off the line here to try and repair. Not going to be nearly enough. Those Ultralisks doing a severe amount of damage. Oh my goodness, and look at this, a drop going down over here. A relatively small drop. There's not much there. And these Ultralisks are going to take out this expansion, putting Pdawg on 1 base that is almost completely mined out. And look at this, here comes the Nidus network streaming Zerglings into his opponent's base. This is definitely going to be a good game for Pdawg. I don't see how he could possibly even hold on here. Very, very brutal. Look at this attack and this Nidus Worm being very effective. Can you believe that? That is a gold level player, folks. The Kid pulling off a two-tiered attack there very, very effectively. Able to get quite a bit done. Oh my goodness, look at this base just falling into ruin at the hands of these Ultralisks. And there's the GG from Pdawg. Wow, an upset. Pdawg getting knocked out of this tournament. A sad loss for him. We sure loved having him in this tournament, but Kid will be moving on, so congratulations to the Kid. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys next time.